Welcome ESGN Nation and to another episode here of the Highland Scotties Team Builder Dynasty here on the channel. As we're back here for senior day, and what a day it's going to be here as we're taking on one of our I can't say it was our rival, not officially, but our rival nonetheless. Here is our final game of the season as the Highland Scotties hosting the number 15th ranked BYU Cougars here today, as the Cougars are 9-2 for the season. They're 7-1 in Big 12 play. The only losses they've had this season so far against Nevada and Oklahoma State, who will get a good chance to see in 2 weeks as we take on them in the Big 12 championship game. Of course, those losses coming early for BYU, and since then they've been on fire. Now, we've been on a 7-game winning streak, and they've been on a 7-game winning streak as of late, doing quite well for themselves. Of course, we're currently on an 11-game winning streak, and we're doing fine as 2. Of course, number 15 going against number 1 this week. Should be an epic game. A lot of people eyes are going to be on this game to see if, of course, BYU can knock off the number 1 team in the nation. And of course, there's been a lot of craziness if you've been watching the extra footage that I put in here on the channel with some of the games that have been going on across the nation in the last couple of videos and these last several weeks. And yeah, it's been crazy. Not too many people have been able to hold on to the number 1 spot. Of course, we had it for a while there, but we got pushed out of the number 1 spot because of Florida State. And since then, Florida State hasn't held on to it for very long, and now we're back at number 1. So could this be the week that BYU hits the upset button and can knock us off our lovely pedestal that we've been on for a while? Well, we're about to find out and see. There you see Wright, their quarterback here, who's had a pretty decent season for him. He's thrown over 2,000 yards this year. Of course, 25 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He's a scrambling quarterback. He likes to run around. And, of course, that means we're going to have to keep a close eye on him. Linebackers are going to be kind of busy this week. We have to make sure that we can, do what we can do to make sure and keep him in check. Of course, the running game is going to be important as well, as Nick McFadden has been a problem for us for the last couple of seasons here. Of course, last year his season high in rushing touchdowns was 14. This year only 4, because the young man was out on injury for a while there and hasn't really produced numbers like last year. Of course, so you see his numbers compared from last year, this year, and last year he, of course, his season high there in a lot of categories. Of course, Wright, this is his, he's a redshirt senior, so we might see him next season. But since there you see his numbers so far from last year, or from this year, I should say, and 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions this season so far, completed about 60% of his passes. So a pretty decent quarterback there for BYU standards. He's been sacked 22 times this year, and hopefully we can put on a couple more sacks. Just dump more on him here in this game as well. I'm hoping we can get at least. I'm trying to aim for like six sacks in the game. I don't know how we're gonna get them, but we're gonna try to see if we can get that. There you see Jimmy Scott, their right tackle, or I should say the right end there, and a pretty good guy there. 4.5 sacks this season. Of course, a forced fumble, and he can get to the quarterback just as well. Keith Avery, their defensive tackle. He is pretty decent there. Of course, he's a redshirt senior as well, and he's been putting up some numbers this year. 15 tackles here. He hasn't seen too much time on the field, but we can't let that scare us. We can't overthink that either, because he could definitely. This could be a game where he can really come out here and do something. And then Cochran, there you see another redshirt senior as well. Doesn't have not monster numbers or anything like that, but again, player that could definitely do some harm to us in the right situations there on the field. As we take a look here at some of the injuries there, they got 2 injuries: a broken ankle there from Ilbert, and Rico Thomas has got a dislocated ankle. He'll be out for 3 weeks as the right guard, so might run the ball a little bit more to the right side there, as they do have their backup. As we'll hand this one off there to Davison, and I should say we should attack them from the right. We should attack them from more the right side there, with their right guard not out there on the field. So we see now 1st and 10 coming up here. Handoff there to Davison. And of course, Davison and Reed and Godfrey. They're trying to punch their last. This is pretty much this game, and of course the championship game, the Big 12 championship game to be exact, are the last 2 chances really to punch their ticket, especially in this game here, to become finalists in a lot of different awards. I know Reed's up for a couple awards, so is Davison, and we even believe like the best wide receiver award is up for grabs, and Godfrey is up for it as well. As Ramirez gets a nice catch there for a gain of 22. Nice first down for him as they're able to move the chains. And so far, doing very well for themselves. So this is, like I said, this is the last chance now for these guys to really do something here. You see Mosley as he has a nice deflection there. And it's going to be a 2nd and 10 here for the Highland Scotties, as he almost could easily took that one away for an interception. But yeah, Godfrey putting up some really good numbers here. He's coming to start, there's been talks of him being a finalist, showing up to New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony. He was there last year to support Reed, and now he has a chance now to help himself here of getting, the Heisman Trophy as well as Reed could be the first ever 2-time Heisman Trophy winner for us, for our school. That's be a first for me in any of my NCAA series I've ever played. So that's something I'm definitely trying to go after. And of course, a deep pass there to Godfrey as he gets a great catch. That's a gain of 30 on that play, and that's definitely Heisman worthy right there. Hopefully the Heisman Trophy voters are watching this game, because they got 3 guys that they got to try to be splitting a lot of votes here. As Reed here gets his one to Godfrey, and Godfrey gets into the end zone there for a touchdown. And that is touchdown Highland Scotties, as the Scotties on the board. 49th touchdown of the season there for Jasper Reed. And that's his first of the day. And of course, the 26th receiving touchdown there for Godfrey, as he gets himself into the end zone there. 7-0 here. Highland is leading this one. Yeah, and of course, Davison, can't forget about him. He's had a great year as well. He's been running the ball very well, over 2,000 yards rushing. And of course, he has several rushing touchdowns himself. I believe he has now 25 or 26 so far this season. We'll see if we can get him a few more here in today's game. Just depending on how we can get the ball passed around to a lot of these guys. You see Lynch there doing a great job there, get a nice reception there for him. And I don't have a tough time bringing him down. Handoff, no play action. We'll see a quick pass there to Lynch. Again, he gets out of bounds. That's a gain of 15. And again, moving the chains here very well here on this play. We're on this drive now. There's Wright here. Again, drops back here. Throws this one there. That's going to go up. And incomplete pass is that he just has to throw that one away. I'm guessing he didn't like the pressure he was getting there from the defensive line of the Scotties. Wright again drops back here, throws this one up to Walker. And Walker has a football there as he gets a gain of 12 on the play. So again, move the ball here very well here for BYU and the Cougars. And the Cougars again looking for another first down, and they find Walker again for a gain of 10. So now 1st and 10 coming up here as we see the ball near the 20-yard line of the Highland Scotties. And again, they'll throw this one, this time to Russell, as he'll actually lose a yard on the play. And now 2nd and 11 coming up here for the Cougars. Cougars trying to get down the field here with McFadden. McFadden runs this one, but he'll end up losing a yard as well as Rizzo there on the tackle. So we'll see if we can get a stop here on 3rd and 12 coming up. And of course, the Scotties, like I said, got a lot of finalists for a lot of awards there. A couple of offensive linemen, a couple of defensive linemen as well for some awards. I see great pass there, and that's going to be enough there to McFadden as he breaks a couple tackles to get himself a nice 14-yard reception for the first. Keep moving on here, 1st and 10. And Reed here, or I should say Wright here, goes in the end zone there, and he almost drops the football there. And he'll get taken down there. Actually, he does drop the football, actually. And one of his teammates will recover it, and he will run this one there for the first touchdown of the day for BYU. Touchdown BYU. It's now 7-7 here, as West Virginia right now takes the lead here late there in the first quarter. 8:48 left there. As you see, they're both 5 and 6. West Virginia takes the lead right now, 7-0 against Kansas State. As Davison runs this one on the backfield here, looking for a block, but he's going to take it down for a loss, or for a gain of 4, I should say. 2nd and 6 coming up. As Highland on their second drive of the game, as you see Robinson runs this, gets a nice catch, and he will get to the 30, and he'll get the first down. I should say the 35-yard line for the first down. But yeah, it's gonna be like I said, I've never had I've had one, at least in this series so far here on YouTube, I've had a Heisman Trophy winner. That was Kason back in season 1. But then since then, we have not really had anybody win the Heisman since now Reed from last season. And of course, before YouTube, I've had a couple of Heisman Trophy winners win it in the past. And of course, Matt Marvel's one of those players that I had back in earlier NCAA days before I started doing YouTube. But yeah, this is just a fair sum of players we have had win the Heisman. As you see, Godfrey gets into the end zone there. 48-yard touchdown pass. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. And the Scotties on the board again with a second touchdown pass. This time, again, going to Godfrey. And take a look there. His 27th now of the season. And, of course, that's number 50 for Jasper Reed this season. As he connects there. 50 touchdowns so far for him. And, of course, 27 touchdown receptions now for Godfrey. As Lynch now gets the catch, and he is going to get a gain of 3 on that reception. McFadden in the backfield there with Neal. Throwing pass up there. That's going to go to Lynch, and they'll say he's in bounds as he gets 14 on that catch. Debatable on that catch, but they say it is. As the Santos brings down McFadden, as McFadden quickly gets out of the backfield there, gets a gain of 3. Wright drops back quickly, throws this one up to McNeil. McNeil getting around and gets shoved out of bounds as he gets a gain of 12. So they're moving the ball here very well here. They're trying to keep in pace here with the Highland Scotties. As McFadden blowing up a defensive player there. He might have to pay for that later on. As we get to a 1st and 10, McNeil in motion. Hands it off to McFadden, and McFadden gets out of the backfield, and he gets a gain of 4 on that play. Makes a 2nd and 6. We'll go down to a 3rd and 8. Scotty's trying to get some support and love here from the fans. It's right here, throws this one. That's going to be a screen pass. Alexander trying to bring him down, and McFadden just keeps going until he gets 6 on that play. Not enough to convert for the first down, but it's going to be a 4th and 2, and they got enough here to kick a field goal. But it's going to be a false start there on the offense, and that's going to bring them back now to a 4th and 7. So we'll see if they'll go for here. This will be about a 42-yard attempt, I believe. And they'll be down by just a simple 3 points, or 4 points, I should say. And the field goes up, and it is good. BYU trailing by 4, 14-10. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Scotties. As we'll see, Reed here drops back in the pocket, looks up, fires this one off to Ramirez, and Ramirez gets the catch and shoved out of bounds quickly. Before he gets the, after he gets the first down, I should say. 1st and 10, hand off to Davison as he runs in the backfield there, and he gets a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Scotties. Scotties trying to move down the field, or move the ball down here by the field, down the field here, and they've been doing it pretty good here, as they've been throwing the ball pretty well. And that man, that right there, that's the man that's been getting most of the catches there so far. 5 catches, over 100 yards now for the day. Of course, 2 receiving touchdowns from him. And that is Godfrey. That's Chet Godfrey having a great game here so far here, just in this first quarter alone. 1st and 10. Let's see what they'll do here is Reed here, drops back here, throws that one up there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass as Burns still just not get the catch there. He drops it. That's not like him, as there'll be a 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 coming up here, 12 seconds left before the end of the first quarter. Let's see what Reed's going to do this time around as he scrambles off here, looks down the field. He's going to go ahead and he's going to run this one himself as he gets a gain of 9. We'll flip the field now here to start off the second quarter, and we'll go the other direction now. 3rd and 1. We'll see here. We'll see Davison run this one there, and that's going to be a nice carry there for Davison, as he does get it up there for the first. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. And so hand off there to Davison. Davison gets stuck in the backfield there. Getting no gain on that play. Nice job there from Scott Green getting the stop. We'll see what they can do here now on this 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up. Reed drops back in the pocket, looks down the field here, throws that one up to Burns, and Burns cannot get a hold of it. And thank goodness the defensive player does not have hands, because that could have easily been an interception. We've seen that before here in this game. 3rd and 10 coming up here after the incomplete pass and a drop pass there from Burns. That's not like him. As the freshman making a start here for the Scotties, and as you see, Reed cannot find nobody. Nobody's open there for him. And Keith A. Reed there to make the stop. Highland's going to go here and go for it here on 4th and 24. As Reed was pretty well sacked. We'll see what they can try to do. Reed drops back in the pocket, looking down the field. Of course, throws his favorite target there in the situation. Trying to get to Ramirez, but Ramirez only gets 22 on the play. And that's a turnover on downs. Now, BYU has the opportunity now to do something here with a good field position now for themselves. As you see a stop there from McFadden as he loses a yard on the carry. 2nd and 11. Go down to a 13 and 3, or excuse me, 3rd and 13, I should say. Reed drops back in the pocket. Nice solid pocket there for him. Throws this one up there. He might have been hit as he threw that football, but Owens going to flex that football, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. And it's going to force them to punt. So now 1st and 10 after the punt. We get the ball there near our own 25-yard line. Play action up the middle. That's going to be tipped away by Brandon Johnson as he makes a nice deflection there on that play. Got to avoid him. He is one of those key players I was talking about earlier that could cause trouble for us. 2nd and 10 coming up. Reed here drops back here, throws this one up there. That's going to be intercepted. And that is going to be a turnover. As that is going to be Brandon Johnson, the free safety I just mentioned. That's going to, like I said, give us trouble. And he does so as he does get the interception on the play. But wait a minute. Coach's challenge here. And we'll see what this is all about. Yeah, it looks like he did come down with one foot. But the question is, I guess, if he had control. And the ruling on the field is reversed. So, okay, was it a catch or was it not? I'm not for sure. But regardless, BYU has a possession of the football here. As that'll be no gain there for McFadden. Nice stop there from Washington on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's McFadden here running this one there, and he finds himself there at the 20-yard line in Scotty territory. 1st and 10 again. McFadden there running this one out of the backfield. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a gain of 6 on that play. 2nd and 4 coming up, running this one there. Gets enough there to get through to the first. As the defensive line here for the Scotties having a tough time stopping McFadden on that backfield. We'll see Wright now has the football, and Wright being brought down by Washington as there's no gain on that play. 2nd and goal coming up. BYU trying to get down the field here, trying to get in the end zone. So see McFadden gets bumped around there. This time Rizzo gets a hold of him here, but looks like McFadden's going to have to come off the field as he looks like he has an injury. Crowd trying to get into the game here to help out the defense here, and then you see nice play there for Miller. Gets in for the sack. Loss of 7 on the play. It's going to be a 4th and goal coming up here. And we'll see what BYU is going to try to do here. They're going to try to either go for it or kick a field goal here. It looks like they're going to elect to kick a field goal to be within 1. See what they can try to do here on this kick here. This kick is up dead center. No problem there, and they get it. It's going to be 14-3 with 4:26 left here in the first half. Highland got to get down the field here quickly. They wanted possession before and take the lead here before the half. As right now they got a one point lead right now, and that is not what you want to be at in this situation here. Of course, BYU does get the football, I believe, first to start the second half. As that's going to be an incomplete pass. Can't get that one as Coltrane. See Coltrane right there on that play, putting some pressure there on Reed. We'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Reed drops back here, fires this one there. That's going to be incomplete. Nice stop there from Ryan Pope of BYU. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. 3rd and 10 coming up, and now we'll see what Reed's going to try to do here. He's going to run this himself. No, he's going to throw this one back. That's going to be caught. And Ramirez gets the 18-yard catch for the first down. 1st and 10 coming up. As we'll see Reed here, drops back in the pocket. Looks, fires, and that one is not any good there. Incomplete pass for Jasper Reed. Off his back foot there, just didn't really get a chance to plant his foot there to make a solid pass. So now 3rd and 8 coming up here with 3:03 left. Reed drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here. He's got to get rid of it here. He throws that one up there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. As again, he throws that one off his back foot. Thank goodness the defender wasn't there to get that one. That had been another interception. 4th and 8 coming up here. As Reed here drops back here, that goes up. That gets lobbed up to Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch near the 5-yard line. And now they're in striking distance here now for a touchdown here. As they're doing very well here on this drive here in BYU territory. Now Davison runs this one there, and he's going to be just stopped short of the first touchdown there, as he was stuck at the 1-yard line. Ball placed now at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 2:05 left here in the first half. Let's see what they're going to try to do here. Of course, they're going to try to take their time. Let's see what they're going to do. Go ahead and snap the football here. They're going to hand this one off to Davison as he gets into the end zone there. Touchdown. Davison. Matt Davison into the end zone. His 27th of the season. His first of the day. And a nice run there for him. So we take a look here at the score between 19th ranked Ohio State 21 and number 13th ranked Michigan 24. Michigan taking a 3-point lead right now as they're currently 8-3 for the season. Well, actually both of them are 8-3 for the season. And take a look at the numbers there for their representing their players there. Pretty good game so far there at the Big House. 1st and 10 coming up. Minute 55 left here in the first half. We'll see a pass up the middle there to Nunez. As Nunez is going to be stopped, he'll get a gain of 8. They'll call a timeout quickly. 2 timeouts remaining left for BYU. As Wright drops back in the pocket, looks up there, throws that one up there. That's going to be to Eddie Ramirez, or I should say Eddie Alvarez there, as he gets the catch. Alvarez is a player that we were looking at a couple of seasons ago, but just could not get it in. Nunez now runs this one there. That's going to be a run, but it's going to be a loss there for a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up. Minute 17 here for BYU. As you see, Wright here drops back in the pocket. He's going to scramble. He's going to take off, try to get down the field, but he's going to be brought down as he does get just short of the first. 3rd and inches coming up here, less than a minute in the first half. And Wright now has the run here. He's going to run this one until he's finally brought down as he gets a gain of 15 on the play. Gets a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Move the chains here very well. 50 seconds left here. Wright goes up, throws this one up there. That one is going to be a rainbow throw out of bounds. No one's going to get to that one. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. Now 2nd and 10 coming up. And in motion. It'll be Russell. As Wright here calls his own number instead. Wright gets around. Oh, he breaks off a tackle. Finally gets taken down. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 for a nice carry there for him. 37 seconds left here in the first half. BYU taking their time here. It's like Wright trying to catch his breath now. And Wright go ahead and gets called number called, but he's going to get taken down quickly there for a loss of a yard there by Olsen. And then he throws a quick pass there to Nunez, who gets a gain of 6. And there you see a false start now as the crowd's just getting underneath the skin of the offensive line. They flinched. And it's going to be offsides there. Call there on the offensive line. They have to go back 5 yards. 3rd and goal coming up here. Nice job there from the crowd getting underneath the skin of the offensive lineman. There you see Wright is going to get in there and no problem gets into the end zone there. 9-yard carry there for him. As that's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. He is now back in this one here. There's 2 seconds left here before the half. It is going to be 21-19. And we'll see if BYU goes for the 2-point conversion here. So now we'll get to the 2-point conversion. See if they can get this one here to tie it up at 21 apiece. Nunez here. He's going to be chased down by Olsen. And he is shoved down. Can't get himself into the end zone there. And that's how the first half is going to be. 21-19. A close ball game here between these two teams. Like I said, that's why we have these 2 teams play at the end of the year. Because there's a lot on the line. Especially today. BYU can, if they can come back in this game and knock us off, that'll ruin our chances of getting to the national championship. And of course, that will prop them up even higher now. They'll bump them up somewhere in the top 10 if they can knock us off. And of course, that would change our trajectory. We'll be going to one of the New Year's Day games. I don't know which one, but definitely going to one of the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day game. And playing for a bowl game that way. But you see first half stats there. Rushing game where you see just 22 yards. That is the number I'm really concerned about. We got to get that rushing game going here. Time possession, pretty scary. Pretty almost identical with one another. And of course, turnovers here. We had that interception there, but so far they say we have no turnovers. I don't know what the deal is. It's EA. What you expect? What you expect from a game that's nearly a little over 10 years old. 1st and 10 coming up as we start the second half. Wright here calls his own number here, and he's gonna slide as he sees a lot of blue jerseys and not the blue he likes. Not the blue he's really too concerned about there as the Scotties bring him down. Nunez gets brought down for a loss by Sam Fowler, and of course that's to be forcing him to punt. So here we are now, our first drive here to start the second half. Reed, play action, calls a play here, and he's got to throw it away there. As that's incomplete there, as Tim Hawkins there caused a little pressure there for him. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action again here for Jasper Reed. Reed looking down for the field here, looking for a block. As he did not get a block there at all from the fullback there that time. So now 3rd and 6 coming up. Up by 2 points, 21-19. Reed here going down the field. Reed needs to get down the field here. He breaks off a tackle before he gets knocked out of bounds there. And that's a 13-yard carry as they convert for the first down. Nice run there on 3rd down. Again, 1st and 10. Hand off there. That's going to go to Davison. Davison here break off a tackle before he finally stumbles there. And he is going to get a 1st down. Nice run there from him. 1st and 10. Under 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see Jasper Reed hand this one off there to Davison. And Davison's going to get shoestring tackled there. Gets a gain of 5 on the play. He's getting close to 50 yards now for the day. 3rd and 5 coming up here after the run. See if they'll keep the run on going here for Davison. They do so. They call Davison's number again as he tried to break away from that tackle, and he's going to get a nice carry there for enough there for the 1st. 1st and 10 coming up here. Jasper Reed calling audible now. He doesn't like what he's seeing from the defense. He'll drop back in the pocket, looks up the middle there, finds Randy Burns, and Burns gets into the end zone there. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. And that is Burns' first touchdown of the day, as he is able to finally catch a damn football. He had 2 drops already in that first half, and now he comes out here and showing what he can do. We're going to hopefully see more of him catching footballs here next season when he takes over that wide receiver 1 position. Let's take a look here. We see a final in this one. Michigan State, number 13, Michigan State defeats number 19, Ohio State, in a 24-21 ball game at the Big House. As you have to read there, you see his numbers from the first half comparing to right now. As he's pretty decent right now. Of course, he's throwing an interception. As Reed, or I should say Wright there, throws that one there. And that's going to be a completed pass. 1st and 10. As Nunez now comes out of the backfield there, he is going to get stopped. 28-19 here in this one. As we have an 11-point ball game, and Wright is going to be finally brought down. And a nice sack there from Olsen on that tackle. 3rd and 14 coming up. Wright here drops back in the pocket. Looking down the field. He's going to heave this one up there. That's going to be tipped away. Nice job there for Reggie Owens getting ahead in front of that one there and just batted that one away, forcing them to punt. Now 1st and 10 here after the punt. Reed drops back in the pocket, throws up that one to Burns. Burns gets the catch, and that's 22 yards on that play. Nice job there. Burns covered up pretty well there. He had 3 defenders on him, and he still was able to come down with a catch. That's what we want to see from him. 1st and 10 coming up. Reed here now scrambled off to the right-hand side. Gets a nice scramble here. He gets pushed out of bounds and drops the football at the fumble, but we maintain control of it. 2nd and 2. Reed has Burns, Godfrey, and I believe Robinson all to the far right there. There's Godfrey playing the slot position there, and you see a quick catch there for him for a gain of 3. Nice job. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 coming up. Audible being made by Reed. Reed here now going to scramble. Going to go ahead and he's going to go out of bounds here. He drops the football again. And that's going to be out of bounds as we maintain control. That is getting very scary here. Reed's making me very uncomfortable in those situations now. He's got to hold on to it. I feel like one more time he does that, he's going to dropping the football here. So see Reed now runs this one here, and he does drop the football as Butler picks it up for BYU, and that's a turnover. That should be the 2nd turnover of the game here. Again, I don't know what the logic is in this game, but they say it's the 1st turnover. Should be it's the 1st fumble, but it should be the 2nd turnover in this game here now. As Reed, and like I said, that just made me nervous here. He's dropping the footballs here. We don't need that in this situation, even though we're up by 11. 1st and 10 coming up here. 4:12 here left here in the 3rd quarter as Walker gets a nice reception there from his QB Wright. As that's going to be the right play being called there for the short gain. See now 2nd and 11, handoff to Nunez. Nunez has the football, and he is finally taken down, but he'll get a gain of 8 there for the new set of downs. 1st and 10. Wright here scrambles, and he gets himself out of range, and he ends up losing 2 yards on that carry. 2nd and 12 coming up, and in motion for BYU as Nunez there runs this one, and he is going to get a gain of 7 on the play as he gets someone back of what he lost there beforehand. 36 now coming up here, and now Wright's going to be brought down. Nice tackle and takedown there from Olsen as he gets another sack there, his 3rd sack in today's ball game. 1st and 10 after the punt. 2:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. Reed here scrambles off to the right-hand side, going down the field here. He's got to hold on to the football there, but oh my God. He drops the football again, but Randy picks it up. He gets the credit for the 20 yards there for the 1st down. And again, Reed making me very nervous here. Reed realizes he got to realize this is the last chance really for him to show off here. Really to put on, put up some good numbers here, because he has the Big 12 championship game coming up, and we won't be able to do too much against Oklahoma State. They're a tough team, and we cannot be playing around in that game. If we can throw the ball around and do what we normal, spreading the ball around, but Oklahoma State they've been pretty rock solid on a lot of their passing this season. That's one thing we're going to talk about in the next episode, next video coming up. Let's take a look at a preview of that game. So that game is going to be a real good test for him going into the bowl season. First 10 coming up here after the play there, and now Davison here runs this one there. Davison gets pushed out for a gain of 12 on the play, and that's going to be a huge first down here for the Scotties. Going now to a first and goal here. We'll see what they're going to do. They're going to call Reed's number instead, and he's going to run an option, and he's going to hold on to it as he gets about 1 or 2 yards on the play. Second and goal coming up. Let's see what they'll try to do here. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter, and they're going to give it to Reed again, and Reed this time muscles his way into the end zone there. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. That is Jasper Reed's 9th rushing touchdown of the season. His first of the day. He helps his team now go to a 35-19 ball game with 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. They got to play very, very good football coming up here in this final quarter. And hopefully the defense can help us out, as they've been doing so much here today. You see all the sacks and the sacks and the tackles lost there on Wright and that offensive line there of BYU's here. 6 sacks in total. Let's see if we can keep it up here as we go into the fourth quarter. First and 10 coming up here. 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. First and 10. Play action from Wright. Wright trying to get away from the crowd there. As he goes up the field here, he's going to call his own number instead and get down and get a gain of 9 on the play before he's taken down there, just short of the first. Second and 1. 2 seconds left here. They're going to go ahead and snap the ball for the final play of the third quarter, but Miller's going to bring him down. Nunez gets a gain of 1, but they say he is short of converting for the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and inches. So here we are now, 3rd and inches now for BYU, as the crowd trying to help out the defense here for Highland. Got a packed house here, like I said, for senior day. Everybody wearing their blue and gold as we push out their Bradley there on the play. Nice job there from Hope. Second and 10 coming up as we hand off there to Nunez. Nunez runs this one there for a gain of 7. And Nunez has 23 yards on the ground here so far today. Of course, we as well try to go after him to be a part of our squad a couple of seasons ago. And BYU, of course, scooped him up. And you see a nice stop there for the defense as Nunez gets not enough there for the first. He does get some positive yardage there, but not enough there for the first down. We'll see what they'll do here on 4th and 4. And they have elected now to go for it here. So 4th and 4 coming up. And in motion there for BYU. Cougars trying to get down the field here with Wright. Wright's going to go ahead and call his own number instead. And he's going to go all the way down the field here. And he's not going to slide at all, as he's going to absorb the hit and hold on to the football for a gain of 18 on the play. Now we'll see a handoff there, and a great stop there for the defensive players there. Realizing Nunez had the football there, and they just smothered him like nobody's business there. 2nd and 14 coming up. Crowd really trying to get into this one here, and you see Rizzo takes down Wright for a loss of 10 on the play. Big play there, as the Highland Scotties defensive line there just eating up this offensive line. And especially getting hold of that QB. Wright is probably beside himself right now, thinking, come on, guys, we got a chance to get down the field here. So now 3rd and 24 now coming up for the Cougars. See Wright drop back in the pocket, looks up, fires this one there. That is going to be almost taken away, but Russell snags it out the last second there. As Owens was covering him pretty well there, and Russell somehow got a hold of that one. Wright now drops back in the pocket, throws to Walker, and Walker's going to be taken down. That's going to be a turnover on downs, as Andrew Walker just comes up short of the first down. 6:55 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll see what we can do here on the field, as we'll see Reed here. He gets caught there in the backfield, and he was an option there as Mosley there gets the sack. 2nd and 16 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. As again, looks like Reed's going to go ahead and call his own number instead on this option, and he runs this one out of bounds. just short of getting the first there. He gets 8 on the play. As we'll see Reed here now, he's got the football here. He's going down the field, and Davison staying right there with him just in case he's going to flip that ball right to him. Reed, nice carry there from him. He's trying to make up the yardage that he missed, or he gave up there in those sacks earlier. Hand off there to Davison there. Nice little toss to him, and he gets there. He gets a gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to make it a 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Scotties looking pretty solid on this drive here. If they can score down this play here, this will be pretty much the ball game. 2nd and 6 coming up. 5:09 left. Godfrey going on far left, so it looks like they could be going to Godfrey for a deep pass. As Reed here goes down the field here, he's looking and decides to call his own number instead. He's going to go out of bounds here, and he's going to drop the football, but thank God he dropped out of bounds. That's another fumble there from him. I think that's like 4 now for him so far in this game. And one of them, 5. And one of them cost us a turnover. Under 5 minutes left here for Reed and the Scotties, as that's a catch there for Burns. A gain of 8 on the play. It's going to be now 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 here for the Scotties with 4:25 left. Like I said, they're trying to see if they can put the dagger into the stake, put the stake into the Cougars here with a touchdown here. We'll see a pass play, and that's going to be Mosley. No! He catches it, and that goes out of bounds. And that's an interception there. That's going to be the first interception of the day. Technically, I guess you can say, for Jasper Reed. Should be his second, but they're going to say it's his first. And that is not what Jasper Reed should have done. I think Reed should have ran that one that time around, but I think with him scrambling earlier and dropping the football there, I think our coach was like, no, you're going to pass that ball. But I think this time around, I think he should have did the right thing and just ran there on that one and then slide. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nunez here has the football here, and Nunez going down the field as he is going down there. He has got a nice run there, 41 yards on the carry. That's a huge first down. 1st and 10, quick pass there to Russell as Russell gets Russell down into the ground for the first. Washington, nice tackle there from him for Highland. As we'll see a quick pass there to Alvarez, and Alvarez, he had a good catch but just could not hold on to it. Incomplete pass. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up. And in motion here for BYU. 2nd and 10. They're going ahead. Wright's going to snap the football here. Wright's going to call his own number instead. And he's going to, gets around the defender, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. And they are back in this ball game here. They are down by 10, and now they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. If they get this conversion, they'll be down by 8. Wright drops back here, fires this one there, but incomplete pass. Thank goodness. As we'll take a look here at the scoreboard, and we'll take a look here. Iowa State defeating Cincinnati 24-21. Wisconsin, they get defeated by Minnesota 28-25, and Kansas defeats Boise 31-14. As Boise now goes through 3-9 overall, and of course the Big 12, they have not been playing so well. As Godfrey has the football there, that's an onside kick. As they'll get it here with 3:29 left. Take a look here at some highlights of the game. And we got to play solid here. We got to score here, because if we don't score here and kick a field goal here, it's not going to do too much if BYU is going to go down the field like they were earlier and be able to score on us. So we got to play pretty solid here. That means Jasper Reed's got to stay out of his own head and just go out there and perform. 1st and 10 coming up, as we'll see a handoff there to Davison, and Davison gets the football here. Davison has it, and now has to get one defender, but he dropped the football there. That's a fumble. And that's the 3rd turnover now for Highland. We cannot believe it. There you see Davison. He can't believe it either. Oh, my goodness. But to me, wait a minute. Being told that it's going to be a challenge here. And let's see here. No. Okay, the ground cannot cause a fumble. So, yeah, he was down by contact. So that should be Highland football. And they do so. So they reverse the call as Highland will have now possession of the football here. 3:07 left after that play. Thank goodness it went our direction. Let's see if we can capitalize now here as Davison now has the football. And Davison hold on to it this time as he runs this one up the middle. And that's going to be a 3-yard carry there for him as he is over 110 yards now for the day. Third and goal coming up here. We'll see what we can do. Got Ramirez there. Ramirez going to go further out from the line. So it could be, usually in this situation, they do throw the Ramirez. Ramirez goes up the, oh no! That's going to be caught, and as Cotran has it, he's going to finally be brought down inside his own 10. And that's another turnover there. Oh my goodness. That's not what we need right now with 2:24 left. That is not what we need whatsoever. Reed, what are you doing out there? Maybe we should have ran the ball, but, you know, I called for a pass, and that's what we got as now Nunez runs this one there for a gain of 12 on the play. BYU looks like they have that look in their eye here. They can go down the field once again here. We'll see if they can do so. Nunez again gets another great catch there from Wright for another quick pass. 2nd and 2. Wright throws this one under Lynch, and Lynch gets enough there for the first. That's 6 there. So we'll see a 1st and 10 here for Wright. Wright looking down the field here, and he's going to be met up by Miller again. A nice sack there. Nice job there, a loss of 8. 3rd and 19 coming up here. We'll see if we can make a stop here. And oh, wait a minute, there's a flag on the field here. And again, the defense and the crowd getting underneath the skin of the offense, as that's going to be a false start there. And it's going to still be 3rd down, but it's going to be a 3rd and 24 instead. Minute 36 left here. Wright drops back in the pocket. Has solid pocket there. He throws that one to Russell, and Russell cannot stay in. He gets the catch, but just can't stay out of bounds. And it's going to be a 4th and 10. Now 4th and 10 coming up here. We'll see what they'll try to do. This is crucial for BYU. They need this catch here. They'll throw that one up there. And oh, Owens, what are you doing? And then they let him get into the end zone there. Maybe that was a strategy they were trying to use here. Maybe because there's not a lot of time on the clock and they want to kind of burn off. But, yeah, BYU, it's now 35-32. BYU is going to go for the onside kicker. James gets a hold of the football here, and James trying to get himself up there as he goes down. 1:21 left here in the 4th quarter. And we'll see a handoff there to Davison as Davison runs this one there, and that's going to be a loss of 3 instead. So now 2nd and 13. We'll see if we can try to get this going now. As you'll see a handoff there to Davison. Davison trying to break off a tackle. Davison having a tough time trying to go up the field. And he's going to end up losing there as BYU calls their 2nd timeout. So now 3rd and 15 coming up. Minute 13 left. Highland has all 3 timeouts remaining. Reed drops back here, fires this one up there. That goes for Ramirez, and Ramirez, this is not the time to be losing the football there as he drops it. So now 4th and 15 coming up. Minute 7 left as we'll see a play action here from Reed. Reed here gets hit as he throws that football there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. A nice play there for Ryan Pope. 1:03 left here for BYU. Can BYU get down the field here? They need a field goal to tie this game up, but a touchdown to win, take the lead. And we'll see. Oh, nice job there as we stop Walker. He gets a gain of 7. 3rd and 3 coming up. Right. Drops back in the pocket. He's going to get met there on that blitz. Nice blitz there. As they get a hold of him, that is going to be Jacob Pope there on the play. 32 seconds left here. They try to get on the line here. 4th and 10. Reed, or I should say Wright there, gets dropped in the backfield there. That's a nice play, and that's the ball game. As the Highland Scotties hold on to a 3-point victory here in this one. Godfrey, your player of the game. Nice game for him. 6 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was kind of MIA during the second half. But for a reason, we're trying to get some other guys involved there, like Burns, especially Burns, and of course Ramirez, as well as Robinson. Of course, we had to get the running game going there, most importantly, because we only had 22 yards rushing in the first half. So that's not what we want to see here. That was not an ordinary game for us, especially in the running game there. And yes, I know it's been comment section, you should have ran that ball instead of passing it. Yes, I know, but there's a madness. There's a reason to my madness. But more so, we got ourselves out of it. We got ourselves into trouble and we got ourselves out. So that's all that matters. But yeah, Jasper Reed did it. Going down the stretch there, I'm thinking like, oh boy, this is like, what are we doing? Like, we should not be. Maybe I should have ran the ball a little bit more. Especially when that last interception. Not to mention the turnover issues. Look at this. This is crazy. Like, they finally acknowledged the fumble, but he should have had 4 interceptions. So technically, there should have been 5 turnovers in the game. They only say 4, but it is. It's a bug. The game's old. But to say the least here, Jasper Reed, 19 of 37, 357, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 3 sacks. Davison, 19 carries, 107 yards, a touchdown. Nice rush touchdown from him. Reed, 17 carries, 83 yards, and a rush touchdown as well for him. Ramirez, 7 catches, 151, no touchdowns. Godfrey, your player of the game, 6 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I think we could have thrown to him a little bit more. I try to shift him and Burns around in the slot positions, as well as Robinson. Try to shift those guys around as much as I can. I have certain formations I have them kind of shift around, so I'm not always in the same thing. And then I go back in this before halftime or before the second half and kind of switch them around again and move. Just confuse the computer a little bit there, some matchup wise and stuff. So as well, and then of course your leading tackler for us is Washington with 13 tackles. He also had 2 tackles for loss. Fowler, 8 tackles, a tackle for loss. Pope, 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. I believe Rizzo had the most sacks in the game, as well as Olsen. They both had 3 sacks in the game. Rizzo, 5 tackles, 4 tackles for loss. Olsen, 4 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Miller, 3 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks in the ball game for him. There you see Wright, 26 of 34, 288, and a touchdown for him. He also had 3 rushing touchdowns in the game, surprisingly enough. 21 carries and 74 yards. Nunez, 13 of 73. Russell, the only receiver there for them, they had a touchdown and over 100 yards for the day. 5 catches for 100 yards, and then 1 touchdown. Alvarez had 1 catch for 16 yards and 2 drops there for him. So not a good day there for him. I know last year he had quite a few catches there against us. And then take a look at their defensive numbers. You guys can pause the video and check those out. But Avery and Mosley, 2 tackles for loss apiece, the leading in that. Also, Avery, he had the most sacks. He had 2. And then interception-wise, Williams, Cotran, and Mosley all had an interception. So there you go. Decent game for both sides. Really close towards the end there. A little too close for my comfort, but, it is what it is. But take a look here at some of the battles that we have in here. Roosevelt Sears, outside linebacker. We're trying to get him signed. Same thing with John Wade and John Carter. Nate Davis as well. And then, of course, Chase Carey is another quarterback we're looking at. But Michael Westberger is a guy that we're definitely trying to go after. We're still in a battle for him. But unfortunately, we do not get the last Cannon boy. Hampton Cannon is going to go to Nebraska. So we'll definitely have to try to schedule Nebraska and for us for next season and see if he's as good as his 2 brothers. Also, Quentin Hines and Drew Thompson just recently signed with us. So that's some depth now. We got it to our corners as well. So that's going to help us out a lot. We might even see, I think one of them, I can't remember which one, but I think one of those 2 there can also play wide receiver. They have some pretty good numbers in the receiving area. So, like I said, move some guys around and we'll see what we can do. But that's it for this episode, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be alert and know when videos like this series or any other series that happens to drop. You guys will be the first ones to know. Not to mention, check us out on our second channel over on ESGNet Plus LP, as we got a nice NCAA series over there as well with the Stanford Cardinals. It's an online dynasty that I'm playing. Definitely go check it out. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we are still #1 in the nation. And next video actually will be a preview of the Big 12 game between us and Oklahoma State. We'll have a little preview of that, show you guys who the players are, some of the players that we're going to watch out for, and what are some of the keys to the game of what we need to do in that game in order to get another Big 12 championship, as well as we'll talk about some of the finalists and some awards. And of course, we got 3 guys going up for the Heisman this year. Which of the 3 are going to get it? Let me know down below in the comment section who you think is going to win: Jasper Reed, Davison, or Godfrey. You guys let me know. But that's it for this episode of the Highland Scotties for Team Builder Dynasty. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, like I said, leave a like. That helps me out a lot. But as always, guys, keep yourselves healthy. Go Scotty Nation. We'll see you guys back for the next episode, which will be Scotty Sports Talk, coming up very soon here on the channel. As always, see you guys next time.